Hey there, Flashers, welcome back. Willie here, and I wanted to take another look at the Electro Dragons on defense. In the last video, I said we were going to get a look at the Electro Dragons on defense, and we certainly got a pretty decent look at them on defense. So we're going to take a look at some of those replays today. We did one last larger war to get the most out of the clan war perks that we could. We got that double XP, double loot. Unfortunately, things didn't go our way. Fell short a couple of stars, people down low not getting their hits in, wasting attacks, all that good stuff. However, that's not what we're here to take a look at. We're here to take a look at the E-Dragon on defense. So let's start off with their number 12 base. And we just want to see how well the E-Dragon defends against this attack here from Big Bud. So here we go, he's got some wizards down the funnel. You want to go through that relatively quickly. Witches and healers in from the corners, and then there's the siege machine. So putting that jump spell there on the siege machine, helping it get through those walls. And then here comes the dragon out of the clan castle. And there's the big thing there, the poison spell. Okay, so yeah, the dragon gets one hit off while it's under the poison spell, but before it can get a second hit off, it goes down, and then there's the lightning spell that it drops, not even able to take out those bowlers that were just hit with a giant bomb. So, on that defense replay, yes, it took a pretty good chunk out of the siege machine, but other than that, it didn't really do anything. However, you could say that's pretty decent value getting a chunk out of that siege machine before it can push through even more of the base. So next up, let's take a look at their number 1 base. And I'd like to have more of the replays that we had before, but you know, maintenance. So as you can see there, replay not available. We had a lot of these that I wanted to show. They were wiped out when we went into maintenance break. We do have some left over, however. And we're going to take a look at Monkey's hit here on their number 1 base. So starting off over here with a line of giants, the siege machine comes in with the heroes, and then the witches and the bowlers will follow them in. So there are the witches, and then here come the bowlers. So the machine's working its way in, it's going to trigger the CC here before too long. There it goes, here comes the enemy dragon out of the clan castle. And notice how the poison spell comes down, and a freeze spell comes down as well. And then as the dragon starts to thaw out, it's done for. And he hits the eternal tome right as the lightning spell comes from that dragon. So in that replay, the dragon did literally no damage to the army. So we'll call that 1 for 1 so far. 1 successful and 1 unsuccessful. Now we're going to take a look at some defensive hits on our side. I don't usually show our defenses, but in this case, this is where most of the remaining replays are with the E-Dragon. So let's go ahead and go down to number 20. Alright, so on our side, we're going to start off on my base up here. We've got the boss coming in, and he's bringing bowlers and witches. Pretty typical of Town Hall 12, Town Hall 11 gameplay. I can't say Town Hall 12 yet. We don't really know what typical is until the meta settles down. Anyway, siege machine coming in. Looks like he's rocking that level 1 siege machine too. I guess none of his clanmates were online to donate to him. Anyway, freeze spells down. Here comes the E-Dragon, the guy that we've been waiting for. And you can tell when it attacks because you can see the lights going up its back. So right there, it got one shot off, but the Warden's Atone was in effect, so it did no damage. And it gets some lightning bolts off. It hits all those giants pretty much directly, but does next to no damage. So we will call that another fail. The Warden's Tome blocking the main hit from the dragon, and then the lightning spell doing pretty much nothing. And here we've got another one of my bases. This time he's got the max level siege machine, and it is coming in. It's got the wizard sound to make the funnel. and he's going to let the machine break through the walls like you should. So there it goes, finally triggering that enemy CC. I guess it's our CC. And the dragon gets into the poison, so it's going pretty slow. Here comes the shock, and there it goes. So it takes a chunk out of the golems and the siege machine, so actually pretty decent value that time around. Although the damage upon death takes a little bit out of the bowler, but it should be taking the bowlers out, you'd think, because they're smaller troops. So I'm not impressed with the damage on death, but when it does its regular attack, if it can get the attack to actually land, it does some serious damage. Like in that one, where he got probably 40% of the siege machine and a decent chunk out of the golems that were right beside it, so that's definitely a successful hit for a defending clan castle. Alright, now we have another Town Hall 10 here, and we've got some dragons coming in, and of course we will have a Electro Dragon coming in from the clan castle, so we're going to speed this up a little bit. Regular dragons are nice and slow in their own right, so now we'll slow that down, and here comes the dragon out of the clan castle. Of course the Inferno's there, Poison Skull comes down, and it's maybe going to get that dragon. Well, with the help of the Inferno and the Tesla there. So it moseys on out of the poison, and it's going to head towards this group of dragons. Let's see if it can get a good hit on both of these guys. And it does. I think they were about full health when they got over there, so pretty good value there. Got more than half the health off of two, not max dragons, level 4 dragons. So that does take away from it at least a little bit. And that's pretty much that for the defense on that base. So I would consider that to be a successful defensive clan castle troop. Okay, so we've seen a couple of Town Hall 12, Town Hall, and Town Hall 10. Okay, so we've seen a couple of Town Hall 12, Town Hall 10, higher end gameplay. Let's take a look at just a couple of bases that are defending as Town Hall 9s with the E-Dragon, and then we will get this video wrapped up. Alright, so here we go. It looks like another attempt at HGHB. Right away, going off the rails. He sends the giants in and they go for this mortar. So, he tries to play along with that, drops the rage spell in. He's got wizards and baby dragon trying to make a funnel there, so finally the giants turn and they're going to head sort of in towards the base. The enemy queen aggro is actually going to pull his king in and then get things headed in. So once they manage to do that, they're going to work their way towards getting into range of that CC. So let's see how that works out. And there they go. Of course he's got Hog Riders in at the bottom, working their way up. Really early for Hog Riders, not a smart move at all. So the dragon initially targets some of these Hog Riders, but it's in a double poison, so it's having a hard time getting any hits off. So finally it strikes down that Hog Rider, no mercy at all. Now it's going to come down here, maybe slowly go for that Archer Queen. Well, maybe not the Archer Queen, but maybe some archers. So there it goes, taking out a bunch of archers. Now it goes for the Queen, and boom, down goes the Queen. So now it's going to keep on going. It just barely has a little bit of health left, but now it's going to target these giants. So there it goes, hitting those giants really hard. The healer's going down, and then that wizard's going to step up and finally put an end to that Electro Dragon, but not before it gets off one more shot on those giants. And that is GG. Of course, that was a very poorly executed raid, but still an enormous value for the Electro Dragon in the defensive clan castle. So we're going to take a look at one more base here, being number 20. Alright, here we go. And apparently this clan really likes HGHB, so we've got that coming in. Wizards and baby dragon into funnel. We're going to speed up this entry a bit because this is not what we're here to look at. So the dragons work their way into the wall, and now here comes the Electro Dragon. And he's targeting those clan castle miners, but is he going to be able to actually hit them? So the miner's really fast, the dragon really slow, he decides to move on to easier things to hit. So here he goes, maybe getting a hit off on these giants and king. Oh, he goes for the queen. I didn't see that coming. He wasn't even facing her direction. Anyway, takes a big bite out of the queen before he goes down, dropping some lightning bolts. And that is pretty much it for that defensive raid. So, based on just this war, which was the first war with Electro Dragons in the clan castle, I would say it did pretty well in the right situations. But honestly, can you not say that that's true with any clan castle troop? I mean, if you drop poison on witches or baby dragon, you're going to do just as much to stop them as you would these guys. So as a defensive clan castle troop, I would say that they're good. They're certainly not OP, but they're definitely good. They have that chance to get one or more hits off that can really take a chunk out of the attacking army. So yeah, I think the Electro Dragon, it's good for defensive clan castles. However, I would not, if you're going to put them in your clan castles, as the same thing with any defensive clan castles, you don't want to put the same thing in every clan castle. Because when you become predictable, then people can go for a fresh base and just already know what's in the clan castle and they can prepare for that. They can bring that max level poison in their CC and then just drop that on them and be good to go. But if you catch them off guard, you don't know where they're at, the chances of them being caught off guard are a lot higher, and your success rates are going to also be a lot higher. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what kind of success you guys have had with this guy in the defensive clan castles. We are going to continue to do some testing, and hopefully here real soon we'll have some 3-star attack strategies in war using these big blue fellas. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you all next time.